guys, welcome to another edition of Getting Down to Business with Tia and Stacy on Meet Us on Main Street podcast. We have very special business on our show today, Edgewater Creative with Stacy and Dominick. How are you guys doing today?
Well, we are well.
Fantastic.
Oh, is that better than fantastic or
More
French?
exotic.
It's got a little more flair. It's
A little bit.
I'm feeling a little
French.
Continental today. I don't know.
Well, we did have breakfast at the hotels. So.
Ooh, is it one of those grab and go bag breakfasts that they like to do now at hotels, or do they actually like have a person serving
It's
you?
a muffin and individually wrapped.
He revealed our secret. That's what we do on Sundays. We just like sneak into hotels and grab their continental breakfast. And
Actually, you just revealed that secret because I assumed you guys legally spent the night somewhere and then woke up and got their breakfast as a part of your payment. So
no.
She just made it worse.
Made it worse. Perfect. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, how about you tell us a little bit about yourselves as people?
As people, as opposed to cats.
Or dogs. We are equal animal opportunists here on Meet Us on Main Street.
Thanks for having me on the show, Tia. It's been a dream to be on Meet Us on Main Street podcast. I would like to say that first of all.
Let's be honest, you've already been on the show when we did our own episode too. So,
well, it's great to be back. Thanks so much. So,
it's my dream to do it 3 times, and now it's fully realized.
Finally. Well, it is Dominick's.
It's like being a repeat guest on like Conan O'Brien, you know?
Oh, right. You're like Andy Richter. How you just like, you're still in there. But this is Dominick's first time on the show, which I'm sure you are super excited about. Finally, you get to hear us every week doing these interviews and listening to us. Now you're a part of it.
Yeah, it's a different experience being in the room, you know. It's I just can't describe how rewarding it is.
And that's what we do here on Meet Us on Main Street. We aim to give you the most rewarding experience for your business as possible. So let's get into it. Stacy, Dominick, let's hear a little bit about yourselves. I heard that you're a married couple in business together, correct?
You heard that when we told you that.
Yeah. That would be a correct assumption. Yes. Dominick and I are a married couple. We recently celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary. And
congrats. Do it legally blonde style. Yeah, we got the snaps.
Dominick is a Dunedin, Florida native.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'ams. I am from New Jersey, as everyone knows. So this interview shall pertain to Dominick only, since everyone knows me already. No, so anyway, we are a married couple. Cooper's our pride and joy and our baby boy.
Tell us more about Cooper. Tell us, what kind of dog is he? How old is he? Tell us. Oh, never mind.
Is a Boston Terrier Puggle mix.
I'll just leave him in the frame.
And he is 10 and a half years old.
Oh, little puppy.
Fun fact, Dominick and I are both Capricorns. That's all.
That is a fun fact. That is very fun.
Beginning and the end of that factoid. That's it.
We already got one fun fact. Awesome. All right. We're off to a great start.
Was I supposed to be answering that question? Because you never stopped talking.
I was waiting for you to jump
in. I know. I was like, I thought Stacy was just going to talk for you the entire time. So
I'm fine with it. Yeah, that's totally cool. Then I don't make any mistakes.
Because Stacy is flawless in all of everything she says.
Yeah, well, I just don't have to hear about it later because she said everything. So why'd you say that about yourself?
Please share, Dominick, about yourself.
Well, you said it all, really. Dunedin, Florida native. I do all kinds of creative activities: music, acting, drawing, videography, photography. I just love being creative and making things.
Music? Did you say music?
I did say music,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Did say music.
Our listeners didn't get to hear the beautiful piano that he was playing moments ago.
All right, guys. Well, you mentioned creative, so let's get down to it. Edgewater Creative. Tell us about your business.
What a creative segue. Edgewater Creative is our business. It's a video and photo. It's focused on local businesses in the area in Pinellas County, mostly. And we do all kinds of creative services, all kinds of video, from short form to long form video to photography, photographing your businesses, your real estate, your headshots, anything in that realm. Do you have anything to add?
No, you covered it. We, like Dominic said, we specialize in working with businesses and professionals. We also like working with local actors and musicians with helping them with their photos or video needs. As most of our listeners might know, we do the videos for Stacy and Tia Do Stuff for Meet Us on Main Street.
Exactly. You are the creative geniuses behind our our female Abbott and Costello ways, and I love it.
This is true. And second fun fact of the day, Edgewater Creative was so named because we do not live or have an office on Edgewater Drive, as most people mistakenly believe, but we met and got married in Edgewater Park, and because of us both being creatives and providing creative services, we chose to name it Edgewater Creative.
Awesome. And I know that you all just recently started getting more into real estate because you have a fun new toy, don't you? I mean, I guess it's been a few months now, but...
Are you talking about the drone?
Yes.
Yes.
Maverick.
Little Mavs.
Little Mavs.
Yeah, I do have a background in real estate. I used to be a real estate appraiser, and I've always kind of been interested in real estate, although it's financially been out of my reach as far as investing and owning. But it's something I enjoy doing. So, and I'm sure everyone knows right now the real estate market is hot. So I thought it would be a good time to try to get involved in that. And it's been pretty good. We've gotten a little bit of business on that.
It was a request we got a lot too. Everyone would ask, do you guys do drone work? Do you offer aerial stuff? And, we would always say, no, we know someone that we can refer to. But, we had a lot of time during the old pandemic. So we decided to go ahead and invest in the certification for that. So Dominic went through the classes and the test for it. And he is our FAA certified drone pilot at Edgewater Creative. I do not fly the drone. That would be too dizzying for me. I can't even handle video games that go in all directions. So that is his forte and not mine.
So two different questions on that part of it. Do you make him wear a captain's hat and or captain's pilot jacket while operating the drone? Okay. And then two, have you ever snuck up a drone on somebody and like terrified the crap out of them? Stealth-like style. I would want to do that. So now I'm curious if you've ever done that. All of a sudden Stacy's brushing her teeth and there's a drone right behind her or something, or chasing Cooper, one of those.
Well, two things about that. Number one, the thing is so loud, it's like a massive swarm of bees. Sneaking up on somebody would be nearly impossible unless they were deaf. 100%, not even partially deaf. Even if you could only had 10% hearing, you could still hear this thing sneaking up on you.
Yeah.
What if Stacy was blow drying her hair and then even then?
Yeah, I can hear it 100 feet up in the air. It's still buzzing. I can hear it. Two, it's illegal to fly over people who are not part of an operation. So that would be an FAA violation and also a hefty fine. And I would not want to have that levied against our business. So
look at that. They know what they're talking about. See, true professionals.
Exactly. So I will say on our last real estate shoot, we had an old man, a topless old man in tiny shorts, walk up and say, Dominic was trying to photograph the front of this house. And he just walks right up to the drone, eye to eye, and goes, "Ah, I thought someone was flying a drone around here," and then proceeded to power walk right in front of the drone. So we actually have a funny like drone clip of this like sweaty old topless man just like power walking in front of this big beautiful home.
It's really useful clip that I
Yeah.
had to resist the urge to splice it into the real estate video shoot that I was doing.
And these are
showing the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. These are the type of neighbors you'll have inside of this beautiful neighborhood. Doesn't everybody want a half naked, power walking, sweaty man in their neighborhood?
Yeah. Fitness focused, you know, friendly.
There you go. See, all aspects. I love it.
Aware of what's going on.
So you kind of gave us a rundown of what type of services. Give me a list, a beautiful list of it real quick, kind of what services do you offer?
Absolutely. So
go for it. It's all you.
Promo videos, commercials for businesses. We can also do any kind of creative videos, short films, headshots, lifestyle photos for branding your business, for your website or brochures, business cards. We also do real estate photos, and video tours and aerial work. Did I name everything?
Yeah. Video walkthroughs, because tours, I feel like it sounds like the 3D tours, and we're not equipped to do that. It's
True.
like a $20,000 piece of equipment. So
Seriously?
no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. Awesome. Well, what sets you apart from other videographers and creative personalities in the area?
You want me to go? Go for it.
Well,
if you got an answer ready.
Whoever has the biggest ego, that's who I need right now.
Opening your mouth to speak, and then I was like, let me.
I didn't know if you were going to let me give that answer or if you wanted to. Go for it.
Give your answer.
I feel like we have the same answers. So.
Okay.
Wait, ready?
At the same time. Yeah. One, two, three.
I don't know.
Ah! I'll let you go.
There it is.
I think it's because we have experience in front of the camera. I do a lot of freelance work and with another guy in the area that worked for Bright House for 30 plus years. And I think he calls me in a lot because I know how to work with the talent, with the people that are going to be on camera. And so I think that is really what sets us apart, is understanding what it's like being on camera, because if you're not used to it, it can shut you down. It can make you very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in photography and video, we're pretty good at understanding what it's like being on the other side and putting people at ease.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
because you are an actor, and Stacy still dabbles in the acting when she does stage performances.
I dabble.
So you guys have both been in front.
I didn't continue on with my professional acting, but yes, both of us have been professional actors. Dominick is a current actor in the Screen Actors Guild, which for those of our listeners that don't know, because some people don't understand what the Screen Actors Guild is, you've probably heard of an award show called the SAG Awards or the Screen Actors Guild Awards that come on every February, March or so. And what that is, it's basically the union for all professional actors that you'll see in major movies or TV shows. And it's actually really difficult this is where I toot Dominick's horn because he never does. It's actually really difficult to get into the Screen Actors Guild. So there's a couple different ways, but it can be difficult, I should say. But basically, he was eligible a couple years ago to join. So he joined, and I never made it to that point. But no, I will echo what Dominick said and say that, you know, it is because we've been in front of the camera, we've been on professional film sets. It's not like one day we picked up our iPhones and we're like, let's make videos today of people. So, you know, it's that sort of professionalism. And I believe that, you know, every job that you hold in life, everything that you experience in life is there as a lesson learned to something else that's going to happen in your life. So like Dominick mentioned, at one point in time, he was a real estate appraiser. That has helped him with the real estate work that we've started doing. Our experience as actors have helped us be, work behind the camera and work with the talent and on our film shoots and photo shoots. I was an event coordinator for large community events, so it helps me to be more, focused as a director. And, I'd say with working with us, you're going to get a very communicative experience as well as a professional, because, from the time that you inquire about our services or give us a call, we're going to talk with you and we're going to schedule a consultation if you want to do a video or a lifestyle shoot. So we're going to sit with you, get your idea of what you are visualizing, because we work in the creative arts, right? So people don't understand. It's not like going up to a deli counter and ordering an Italian sub. So you may have a vision of something and someone else might have a different vision of that. So it's very important in this business to be communicative. And so I tried to be over the top with it with, when we do our film shoots, I come up with an outline, I figure out how long it's going to take. I come up with a wardrobe list for people, a list of props we need, a list of things that they need to bring. And I send that all out to them so that they know ahead of time. So we're not just walking into the film shoot being like, well, I don't know, maybe stand over there.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, like what were you thinking? Not only does it waste time, but it wastes your time, it wastes your money. So I like to just be very direct, just like when I used to plan large community events and have everything mapped out and, so people know what they're getting themselves into basically. And we do that even with our photo shoots, with our headshots. We don't, we don't do a consultation ahead of time for that because headshots are a little more simpler. But I will send people an email ahead of time saying, here's some tips on what to wear and what not to wear. And, make sure you bring this, make sure you bring some extra powder in case you get shiny during the shoot. Make sure you get enough rest tonight, things like that. So people know what they're getting into ahead of time. So I think just that level of being so detail oriented really sets us apart from a lot of other businesses like ours out there.
Since you guys have had a lot of experience in the area and done a whole bunch of different creative projects, besides obviously the Stacy and Tia Do Stuff videos, what is one of the favorite things that you've worked on?
Well, it's my personal work, my freelance work, but I really enjoy the live music stuff that I got to do for a while. I was a camera operator for live events before, what happened.
Before live events stopped, yes.
I've gotten to see Eddie Money. I've gotten to see
Third
Eye Blind, a bunch of acts from the 90s. It's a good time.
What was that one? Not Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. No.
Sister Hazel.
Sister Hazel.
Yeah.
Oh, much better. I would much rather see Sister Hazel than Smash Mouth too. What about you, Stacy? What's one of your favorite jobs that you've done?
Well, I think both of us really enjoy doing the video stuff more than the photo. I mean, we enjoy it all, but the video stuff, I would say we always enjoy more. For me, it's a little bit more of a challenge. So and one of the reasons actually that I did stop acting was because I realized that I liked working behind the scenes more than being front and center all the time. Don't get me wrong, I like being front and center, hence why we have a podcast with a video series attached. But I've really discovered in recent years that I love directing. And so for me, putting on that creative hat of directing a video shoot and being like, okay, can we try that again? And I think, even when we did your Done Classy video, it was like, yeah, that's great. Let's do it again. I tend to be a little bit more of a perfectionist with like, okay, I want to get this exactly right and have multiple options. But yeah, I think directing video stuff is my favorite.
And I just like to comment on that part of your guys' style, which the first time I ever worked with it, like, and I mean, I've done stage acting and obviously know about you have to do things over and over again, but the amount of times I had to walk upstairs for like one scene, but like, that's what's so awesome is that you guys have that many takes because you want that many options and you are looking for the perfect like scene and the perfect thing. So now it's funny whenever we do our Stacy and Tia do stuff videos and people are like, oh wow, like you guys are really, yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm used to doing 20 takes, like, all right, step back, all right, go ahead, like, but it's why you guys are so good. So
yeah, I mean, it definitely stems from the acting too, right? So, you know, it's because, as you mentioned, being a stage actor, and that's where my stage acting, I mean, even with in front of the camera, we've been on plenty of film shoots where it's like, okay, walk across the room, because you have to get so many takes to get the different angles and everything for editing. But I think also with the stage acting, it's like, it's second nature to me to be like, okay, do it again, do it again, do it again. Like, I'm never happy with just the one take. So you should expect to, you know, do it a few times. And that's what I also, like Dominick said early on with the working with talent, you know, I have that other side of my brain where I know what it's like. So I try to coach them on it and be like, I know this might be annoying, but we need it. So, you know, I try to work with them as we go along as well.
Well, that's something that everyone needs to realize too when they're working. Like, you're not saying like, oh, do this again because you just sucked. It's do this again because we want another angle or we want a different like energy or different, like, because every time's different. Like, even like I say with the stairs at the Scottish American Society, I went up there, but like I probably wasn't walking up that flight of stairs exactly the same. I mean, somewhat, but like, you know, everything's kind of different. So sometimes one little thing will set it apart.
Exactly.
So awesome. All right. Well, now we get to the fun question, which is, where would you time travel to if it were possible? Who would like to go first?
I would say I've always loved the like era of the 20s. So like, you know, between like the 20s and 30s, life just seemed, before the Great Depression, fun with, you know, the fashion was better, the music was awesome. I've just always felt like the 20s were a cool era that I would like to experience, or like the golden age of Hollywood.
I can totally see you rocking like that little like bob that they always had in the 20s too.
Yeah.
Like some little dark haired bob. You can totally see that in your flapper out. Mm-hmm. So what about you? Are you joining her in the 20s or
you're going farther? No, the 20s.
You got 20s.
I'd probably go somewhere far in the future. Hopefully society's got things figured out by then. Maybe people are less awful to each other. And maybe, nice. You know, maybe things are better in the future.
All right, guys, do you have any future plans for your business that you'd like to talk about? Anything on the horizon, any fun projects or anything in general?
Not really. We're just kind of weathering the storm like everybody is. Hopefully things get back to relative normal pretty soon, and work is picking up a little bit. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Yep. Just, all right. You know, call us.
That leads me into my next question, which is how can somebody find you and get a hold of you guys to book a session?
So first step would probably be go to our website, www.edgewatercreativefl.com. That's www.edgewatercreativefl.com. There you can see a full portfolio of all of our work, our video, our photos, and real estate work. There's also a contact us directly form that you can fill out, and we will contact you. If you prefer to email us directly, our email is edgewatercreative@gmail.com. And phone number is 727-244-3598. Be sure to follow us on social media at Edgewater Creative.
All right, guys. Well, because you are special guests, stay tuned because you get inside the podcast studio.
Hey guys, meet us on Main Street here. Stacy and I are all about staying young and beautiful, so we wanted to share with you a salon that we recently discovered to take care of all of our beauty needs.
That's right, Tia. Beauty on Broadway offers everything from the most complex hair treatments like keratin and balayage to advanced permanent makeup for lips, brows, eyeliner, and even scalp micropigmentation. The owner, Mary Katz, is a nationally certified and recognized trainer for permanent makeup who holds over 25 certifications from the most prominent artists around the world. So she really knows her stuff.
And everyone who works there are true professionals who make sure their clients get exactly what they want.
You know what else is awesome about them? They do free paramedical tattooing for all breast cancer survivors.
That is awesome. And they were just ranked among the best in the nation for their COVID-19 procedures. So you have a clean and safe space to go get away from the world and just let loose.
You guys seriously need to go check them out. Visit their website for more information and to make your appointment today at beautyonbroadway.salon.
Welcome to another edition of Inside the Podcast Studios. All right, let's get started. Question number 1. What is your favorite word?
Serendipitous.
Flugelhorn.
What is your least favorite word?
Obligation.
Responsibility.
What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
What animal would you want to be?
Panda.
Lion. African lion.
What animal would you never want to be?
I guess earthworm.
Fly.
What Parent Trap character would you like to be?
Oh, I would like to be the mom in the original Parent Trap because
Maureen O'Hara?
she straight up punched dude in the face. Remember that scene? That
Yes.
made impact on my life. I was like, that's a tough lady right there.
Name a movie that represents your life.
I would say Bridget Jones's Diary because I relate to Bridget Jones the most out of any movie character because she is super awkward, as I am most of the time. And just like her, I will always be just a little bit fat. But can we discuss, she's not actually fat. She says she is, but she's not.
She's movie fat.
Yeah.
Like 4 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What movie character could you relate to most?
Name an underdog, somebody that's downtrodden and constantly beaten down. Is there a character like that? I can't think of one.
Eternal Sunshine, a spot. Jim Carrey's character is pretty beaten down in that.
That is a good movie, and I like
That
that
is a
movie
great
a lot. Yeah, I guess that would be Jim Carrey.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
So this is gonna sound weird being a postal worker, like a letter carrier. So like you're outside working. I always enjoy that. And you're like on your own schedule as long as you deliver all your letters for the day. Sense of accomplishment, you're good.
I would love to be a professional musician.
What profession would you not like to do?
Anything with manual labor. I don't enjoy that kind of like roofing.
No coal mines,
Ugh.
no steel work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to echo that. I mean, I have a really bad back, so
We've seen her jump. So
this body wasn't built for manual labor, so.
And the last and most important one of all, if you died tomorrow, what is the one thing you would want the world to remember about you?
Well, if they remember at all, then I think that's sufficient.
That is a pretty good response that you are remembered, and I'm fresh in people's minds, before my body is fully cold. I would say that people just, I hope that they remember me as being someone that they liked, that they thought I was kind to them and generous of heart and spirit and thoughtful, which is things that I try to be in my daily life.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. That was another edition of Inside the Podcast Studio.